So the main purpose of a telephoto lens is to get you closer to a subject that is distant from you and to produce a bigger image of that subject in the frame. If we start at the lower end of the range, the 100mm lens is a good portrait lens because it renders people's faces really well. Also, it gives the photographer options in terms of shooting distance and the amount of background or context you show whilst avoiding distortion. This lens is great for soft backgrounds that emphasize the subject who is sharp against it. The 100mm lens on a full-frame camera is a really useful lens because you can use the length to crop out extraneous stuff and get up close, including using them as a macro lens, which we'll talk about in a different lecture. If you're going to shoot a portrait with a telephoto, you'll need to increase your distance from the subject, making it less intimate, but the compression is not too much on a 100mm lens. Or on a 200mm lens. And with that background blur, you can really make it work for you. As you go up the lens size, you do get some distortion, but it is opposite to that of the wide-angled lens. So whereas the wide angle will disperse the scene, pushing the edges away, the telephoto will pull the edges in and so compress the image. This can be really effective if you want to pull two subjects in the frame together to make them seem closer. Obviously, these lenses are ideal for sport and action photography, as they capture images that are some distance away. Because they compress the shot, they can also bring subjects on the sports field closer together to make them appear more relevant to each other. And they can also blur the background to make them stand out. By the time you get to a 400mm lens or longer, which are great for wildlife pictures, you're not going to expect to be very close to your subject at all. And again, you can use the background blur to good effect. Also, you can use the compression effect to pull things together which are far apart, like cityscapes or mountain ranges. So, to recap, you're going to be looking to use a long lens if you want to make subjects appear closer to the camera. This is the most obvious reason to use a telephoto lens and why most beginners consider getting one. It comes in handy also when you're taking photos of things that you can't or don't want to get close to.